Alrighty, welcome to a 4-on-4 cube draft. I would say the pinnacle of Magic. Team Cube Vintage Draft with a bunch of cube aficionados. It's got myself teamed up with Alpha Frog, Luis Salvato, and the Sandiest of Dogs. This is like a who's who of the Cube Discord. These are all the regular drafters battling against Juju Bean, Folero, Xantos, and Mac the Knife. I don't know about the knife part. I just added that. Either way, this is gonna be a great draft, and maybe not the greatest first pick in the world, but I'm going to take a little True Name Nemesis. Little Teenage Mutant Ninja Nemesis here. It's just a really strong card. Look, I love Exploration. I like Council's Judgment, Toxic Deluge. These are all fine, but I think True Name is just very, very good and hard to interact with. Overall, I think that'll be the pick. I just don't... As much as I like Exploration, I can't first pick Exploration over True Name. This card is... A 3-1 pro everything is really hard for aggro decks to deal with and clocks control decks. It's basically just great. Second pick, I could take a triple red card. I haven't twinned in a while, but I kind of down on the twin stuff. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's just not reliable enough. The juice isn't worth the squeeze, especially having to use like a second pick on a Kiki Jiki. That said, what is it competing with? Breeding Pool's fine. I like blue-green a lot. It's actually my favorite color combination right now. A Braid is good. Blue-red's probably the best home for True Name because you just end up with burn spells, counters, True Names. Good aggro deck. There's also Brazen Borrower to stay mono blue, and I think that's comparable to a Braid. Honestly, I think I should just take Brazen Borrower. It just keeps my options open. It works really well with the True Name plan. All right. Not like my favorite thing in the world, but I think it's fine. All right, so this pack has Othari, the Wandering Emperor, Hard Evidence, I do like that, Mother of Runes, and Snuff Out are the cards I would consider. I don't think, Brain Maggot is worse than Snuff Out by, I think, a considerable margin. Othari is a red-white card, and this is a double-white card, so I'd rather not do that. Mother of Runes is okay, but I have two double blue cards. Taking an early drop white card is just asking for it. I might just Snuff Out. I like Snuff Out. I like blue-black, and this is actually a pretty good start to like a blue-black kind of aggro deck. All right, let's go with the Snuff Out, and we'll see how this goes. I'm probably just going to Venser now. Venser's great with these cards. Just all good tempo cards. I think I get Morden Grave Titan. There's also Seasoned Pyro. This card is very good, but I have two double blue cards already. Iteration's not bad either. All right, let's just take Venser. There's also a Woodfall Primus. There are a lot of green cards. 5 green cards in this pack, plus Eladamri's Call and a green-white-blue land. I'm not very committed to Snuff Out, but the rest of the cards certainly I'm happy with. All right, so what do we do now? Could just take Path. Path is a good removal spell. It's good if you're beating down. I don't like Imperial Seal very much. I'm not going to take that card. I don't think the blue-green land makes too much sense. I would rather take Path over Mentor, given that I have 3 aggressive-ish creatures. And I think Path is better than Storyteller. Yeah, I guess I've talked myself into Path. There's also Dream Halls, but these don't really go all that well with Dream Halls. Let's take Path to Exile, see where we land. Okay, blue-black Talisman's interesting. Reprieve is good. Spellseeker can be good, but I don't really have the backup for that. Concealed Courtyard's okay, but I'd rather not take a white-black card. I think I'm just going to take Reprieve. Reprieve is great. I could be blue-white tempo here. Maybe splash the Snuff Out. Maybe not. I don't mind if I miss it. Another reason not to take Talisman of Dominance is I have 2 good 3-drops. Not really a Talisman curve. I know it's early, but also Reprieve is just a great card. Just going Reprieve into True Name is really, really good. So yeah, I guess I wish I took Mother of Runes over Snuff Out based on the way this has gone, but I still don't feel too bad about how this is going. We're drafting a bit more of a fair deck, but that's totally fine sometimes. And look, you can't always draft Academy because then you're just too easy to predict. You know, you make yourself too easy to exploit when it comes to team draft. I like Wasteland. I'll take Wasteland here. I like Wasteland over random creatures. I don't even know how... Like, I do think this deck's going to want to be assertive. These cards all lean towards that, but Wasteland works with that plan too. I'm fairly likely to put white cards in my deck, and Porcelain Legionnaire is even just a colorless card, but I think a 2-mana 3 on first strike is a lot less powerful than just taking Wasteland. Wasteland is strong, and you can really get the job done here. Not sure on the Snuff Out yet. I mean, if I could pick up Scrubland, Rafine's Tower, Underground Sea, that sort of thing. Well, speaking of which, yeah, I'm going to take Scrubland over another black card because I don't even know that I'd get to play the first one. Don't care about Blue-Red Talisman missing. I like being set up for Esper aggro. I really like that deck. Exploration Wheel, you're breaking my heart here. What am I supposed to do? I can't take Exploration. None of my cards work with it. It's unfortunate, though. There's Fire Ice, which is a good blue card that, as long as you can play either half and splash the other half, it's pretty good. There's also Guardian of Girapur, which could bounce the Venser, but I think I'll just take the Fire Ice here. Plus, this deck could be a 4-color deck. Wow, Breeding Pool's still here. So's Fiery Islet, so's Kiki Jiki. And Green Suns. Huh. Kind of wish I'd just taken, green cards and gone green-blue, but these last two packs were the first packs where that really made me wish I had done that. Am I supposed to take Fiery Islet or just spec on Kiki here? I haven't seen much in the way of red. Fiery Islet's just not that strong of a card. Let's just take Kiki Jiki. I don't know if I'm going to get to use it. Maybe it's too late to go into red. I don't know. We'll see. But getting Kiki Jiki 10th pick, that's pretty low commitment. I don't think missing out on Fiery Islet's that big of a deal. These lands are, especially in a deck like this, among the worst fixing lands, because you just take a bunch of damage, and these decks don't have the mana to really be sacking lands all that much. Breeding Pool would be good if I was anywhere close to that, but I have every color but green represented right now, so I don't really think I need to do that. All right, I guess I'll take Robber of the Rich now. Maybe we're into blue-red. Man, we could audible back into it. Maybe playing the white cards, maybe not. Maybe playing Snuff Out, maybe not. I don't know. We'll just have to see. It's early in the draft. We got a little bit of time to figure out a direction here. I guess Asika's Chariot's the best card here. Just take that. What is going on? Is my draft lagging? I'm going to wait for Chrome to respond, I guess. Okay. I'll see what happens next pick. I wonder if I can get reconnected. I want Abbot of Carroll Keep. Let's just disconnect here and then try to reconnect. Okay, yeah, I'll take Abbott. All right, it looks like we reconnected successfully. Passing another blue-green land, but I just not really in a place to use that. I'll take the Goblin Guide. Maybe we'll end up there. Oh, Embrace Shieldbreaker. All right, well, I mean, this is us just trying to read the draft, right? All right, let me just reorganize this in the way that really makes sense, my way. Okay. All right, so we're back. And now we've got Solitude, Thoughtseize, Force of Will, and Caracas. So the who's who of not power, but like good first picks. These are like the tier of cards that you're not like super tilted to first pick. So what I really want is a blue-red land because I picked up a bunch of good red aggressive cards to go with these blue cards. I think I'm going to take Force of Will. It's so good in this kind of deck. And I am playing blue. That I'm sure of. Yeah, look at this Lotus Field and this Gaia's Cradle. All the cards I love. There's Restless Bivouac, but I don't know how much I want to take that. There's also Chrome Host Seed Shark, which is a great combo with Force of Will or Snuff Out, if I can pull that off. Dragon's Rage Channeler, I think that'll wheel. There's Brainstorm, but I don't have any fetches, so it's a little weaker. I think I'm going to take the Seed Shark. I like Seed Shark a lot. Also, this Goblin Guide is not like something I'm itching to play, and Embrace Shieldbreaker's fine, Abbott's fine, Robber's fine. I don't feel like I'm locked into red just because I wield a bunch of moderately good red cards. That said, if I do see a Deceiver Exarch or a Pestermite, I will snap it off. So, What's our priority list? Well, we need blue-red lands if we want to play red. And we need Exarch pieces. We need not this pack. I don't even think that Grim Monolith's not even good in this deck. This is just... I mean, the problem with this pack is the two best cards are black and green, and then followed by that are two colorless cards that I can't really use. So I kind of think I'm just going to pass all these cards and then take, like, Char. Because I actually think... It's so bad. Char's, like, fairly likely to wheel. But the problem is Grim Monolith do anything from here really doesn't do much. It barely casts any of these cards. I'm just going to take the Char. I'll just let the rest of the draft take the cards that are for their decks. I don't really have a strong reason to... I don't know. Just didn't feel like taking a Grim Monolith there when it wasn't going to be good. Was good for me. So now there's Splinter Twin, so I could just lock that down. There's also Flash, which I love. Woodfall Primus is already gone. Haven't seen World Spineworm. But also don't have any other Flash combos or ways to assemble it, really. There's Resto, which does combo with Kiki and Venser. Minor combo with Abbott, I guess. You know what? I think I'm just going to take Preordain. This deck needs a little bit of help consistency-wise. I don't even have a thing to combo with Splinter Twin. Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very plausible that Splinter Twin could wheel in this pack. I think I just need a little help. I also have seen no lands. I've seen a Fiery Islet and like a Rafine's Tower, or a Spar's Headquarters, rather. No other. Scared the dog. No other lands. So this is shaping up to be one of those somewhat rough drafts that, I don't know, things have just not been open for me. All right, there's Ketria Triumph, which I probably just have to take. I do like Thieving Skydiver, but I think it's sad to have a Triumph you can't use a third color of. But I think there's a decent chance I do end up playing red at this point. So got to take the blue-red land. Between Ketria Triumph and Scrubland, I have all the colors covered. Well, no power, no fixing, and don't have that cohesive of a game plan. Love to see it. This draft has time to turn around for sure, but it is on track to be a bit of a train wreck. We'll see how this goes. Oh, there's the World Spine. I wish I took Flash now. Would have had at least a good shot at getting that going. Do I want Probe, Bobble, or Heat, or Blood Crypt? I don't think I want Seachrome because Blood Crypt's just a lot better. So Probe wins between Probe and Bobble. This lets you see your whole hand and draw a card right away. That's a lot better. I also have the Seed Shark to make a 1/1. The Heat is pretty good, but I have Char, Snuff Out, Path. I have a bunch of removal across 4 colors. There's Blood Crypt, which would help me play the Snuff Out. I think I'm just going to take Probe, though. I like Gataxian Probe a lot. Okay, Rafine's Tower. You know what? If I'm trying to... I might just be playing this 4-color deck. If I can pick up Rafine's Tower and like a fetch land, then I think I can get there. Because this will give me my second black source for Snuff Out and white for those cards. So I think I like that more than taking Magda, which would be my next choice. I'm going to get... This Goblin guy's getting out of here. I don't want to play that card. Okay, now there's a Chandra. I'll play Chandra. Blue-green land. Hexmage don't do much for me. Yeah, I don't want Recruiter of the Guard. All right. Well, red seems... The one thing that's going for me is red does seem fairly open in both directions. So even if I don't end up playing Kiki, playing Char, Fire Ice, Chandra, and then some aggressive creatures, maybe this Goblin guy gets in after all. Could be okay. Force of Will is really good in this kind of deck, and so is Venser, Brazen Bar, True Name. Like, I don't have a lot of blue cards. It does seem like it's fairly drafted. Like, there's a lot of people drafting blue. But the blue cards I have are very strong, so I don't mind them too much. And then white, if I have a couple of ways to fix white mana, I would like to play Path and Reprieve. Those cards are good. I honestly probably just have to take Mana Confluence over, like, Chart, of course, here. I think Chart's better than Thirst, but this actually looks like a Mana Confluence deck. 4-color aggro? Yeah, Mana Confluence is where you want there. Hey, I've got Ketria Triumph Mana Confluence. Maybe this is Sika's Chariot's getting in. I guess I hope not. All right, pack 3. Can we just get a Time Walk? I've had Time Walk in a lot of drafts recently. I could go for it again. I would take a Mox of any kind. Oh, Restless Bivouac. Oh, Lotus Field. So Here's the thing about Lotus Field. Here's the thing. I don't have any combos with it, but it does add triple red for Kiki. Nah, it's still probably better to take the Bivouac. And I'll take Sower as a sideboard card. All right, I'll spec on the Twin now. I'm glad I passed it. Yeah. So we've got Kiki and Twin down here, which no one seems to be taking any of those. Thief is the easiest card to cast, so I think I'll take that. Because I'm going to be blue-red, splash, snuff out, and a couple white cards is kind of the plan. I mean, we'll see how it works out. All right, I'm feeling a lot better after these last couple picks. Oh, I like Unholy Heat a lot. That was a great wheel. Wow. Yeah, red is open. That's like the one thing that's really going for me is I think there might be just like one other red drafter at the whole table. All right, action. When I said Mox, this is not what I meant. Not really an Urza deck or an Entomb deck, so the two best cards I can't play. Itali also good, but can't play. I think I'm going to take Dak. Blue-red is, I mean, the where Dak belongs best. It's a blue-red card, but also just like Dak in an assertive deck can be good. All right. Really not happy about that as my first pick here, but I think it's better than Chrome Mox. I don't know. 5 color, you say? Well, I have Ketria Triumph Mana Confluence. All right, Oko it is. Let's see if we can pull this off. I'm just not going to take a Baleful Strix and pass the other team in Oko. Look, if I don't end up playing Oko, I don't end up playing Oko. That is fine. Now it's the tough decision because Bloodstained Mire is a 5-color land. Lelia is an awesome card. I've got to take Bloodstained Mire. This deck needs to be able to cast its spells. And I just took Oko, which is another awesome card. So by taking Mire, I make Oko a little more castable. What would also help me a lot is if I got 7th pick Deceiver Exarch, 8th pick Pestermite, because no one else at the table wants them because I have both of these. So I'm really hoping that we can have those seeded in some of the later picks so I don't even have to use good picks on them. I mean, if I pick up like one more fetch land, I actually think, oh, Mox Diamond actually is about as good. In fact, it might even be better in some ways because I get to turn 2 all this stuff. All right. Mox Diamond is perfect. I mean, there's nothing here that even comes close. I mean, Pest Infestation is good. It's not like I love passing it, but Mox Diamond lets me cast all my spells. So, all right, Goblin Guide's probably out at this point, by the way. Okay. I like where we're at now. Picking up Bloodstained Mire and Mox Diamond's 2 5-color fixers, that plus Mana Confluence means we start out with 3 sources of every color. So that is really not bad. This deck would actually play Red and 6 pretty... I think I saw Red and 6 already, though. And I passed Crucible, but this deck doesn't really want Crucible. Red and 6 is a lot better than Crucible. In some decks. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. Fastbond, Crucible, Zern Orb is obviously a lot better with Crucible than Red and 6, but a deck that can produce red and green mana easily, like, it's so much better to have a card that can sometimes ping. You don't care that you're not getting to replay 7 lands. All right, 4 more picks here. I feel like we've got a good shot, at least like close to 2/3. Well, whatever percentage that these are going to be opened, I think we're close to 100% to get them if Pestermite or Exarch is opened. I don't think anyone else is that likely to take them. It's possible Mac hates one late, like that I would see 6th or 7th or 8th, because he knows that he passed a super late Kiki Jiki. So that's something to consider. This pack. Prismari Command. We're not Trinket Maging. Pentad Prism. Prism is nice because it helps me cast my spells. Prismari Command is nice because it's just a really good card. This also helps cast spells by making a treasure. I think I'm going to take Prismari Command. I like it a little more than Duretti here. Okay, so 2 Triomes and an Incinerate, but I'm just going to take one of the Triomes. I think Raugrin, because it's base red-blue, which is more. Also, I actually don't want my, like, green and blue mana coming from the same land doesn't really help cast Oko that much. So let's go Raugrin Triumph. Yeah. And pick 7. One more pick to get an Exarch or Pestermite. I don't think I have the green sources for Ignoble Hierarch, but I actually think, I mean, one of the reasons to be in this kind of deck is Leyline Binding. Wow, so there's a Wheel of Fortune and a Subtlety, but there's no Pestermite. All right, well, those are gone. Wheel of Fortune versus Subtlety in this deck. This isn't really a Wheel of Fortune deck, it doesn't feel like. I think I'd rather Subtlety. Force of Will and Subtlety is pretty nice. I only have one accelerant. Yeah, all right, we'll go with Subtlety. Well, we didn't spend a lot of picks on Kiki Twin. We wheeled both of them, and it just so happened that it didn't work out. Having 3 Triomes and a Fetchland and a Mana Confluence and a Mox Diamond means I feel pretty good about casting my spells. Like, I don't need a Forest. I have Mana Confluence, Ketchia Triumph. Like, these 4 sources of green plus Prismari Command for Oko. And then for Snuff Out and Thief of Sanity, I have these 5 sources. Oh, and then now I could pick up an Overgrown Tomb over Consider. Yeah, Consider is not that strong. I don't think I need Scarab God. It feels like I'm pretty good on the win conditions. So let's do that. So that's 6 black sources. Again, everything has plus Prismari Command. And then for white, I have all of those plus those 2. So 7 white. So I can just play a bunch of islands and mountains. I don't even think I need to play up any of the black, white, or green, any obs on basic lands. Okay. Put a legend into play? No. I guess Mind Collapse is probably what I want here. Honestly, I might just play this as Seeker's Chariot. Jokes aside, like picking up the Overgrown Tomb, meaning that I have 5 green sources. Yeah, that's not bad. Wow, that's a late Sensei's Top. I have 1 Fetchland, and I have Abbott. It's also kind of a combo with Chromo, Seed Shark, Chandra. All right. I don't know that I'm actually going to play the Sensei's Top, but I don't really want to pass it for no reason. I don't think I'm playing any of these cards. I guess, what card do I want to hate the most here? I guess an Elspeth Conquers Death. I mean, I'm just not going to play any of them. I don't think I'm going to side them in. I can't really fathom doing that. I mean, this is a couple cards over. Oh, I probably will play Duretti as well. And Escape to the Wilds. I think that's a better card than Hydroid Crisis usually. Oh, Geddon's also a decent sideboard card. All right. I mean, this is, I would say, a decent deck. I think it ended up actually like kind of coming together at the end. Okay. Let's take a look and do some deck building here. And we will see where we're at. We need to cut a couple cards. Not too bad, I don't think. So currently, this is, if I had 5 lands, 14. So I need to cut like 3 cards. With a emphasis on not wanting to cut blue cards because of Subtlety and Force Will, if I can do that. Honestly, this could be a more of a mid-range deck. It's possible that I want to cut like Embereth, Shieldbreaker. No, I do like Robber of the Rich a good amount. Char. I still going to have a decent amount of red sources, so that's fine. And I think Asika's Chariot is a good enough threat compared to what else is going on here. Hold on. Fire Ice is it always imports wrong. All right, here's Fire. How many black sources again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the Treasure. All right, that's not so bad. And I have Probe and Preordain. So I have some decent fixing. The dog thought I was going to sneeze. Yeah, I definitely want to play 17 land, though. I think I want Abbott and Robber. My curve is low enough for those to be good. Because like Brazen Bar is a 2-drop. Maybe I like Thief of Sanity backed up by Force of Will and Subtlety. I like Snuff Out. I like Leyline Binding. I think Leyline Binding is going to be great here. Maybe the Asika's Chariot's not needed. I'm just kind of worried about closing out the game. I would like to make sure I can finish my opponent off. It's possible that Abbott is bad then. Maybe my curve isn't low enough. All right, yeah. All right, let's see how this goes. I think it actually ended up okay. Alrighty, time for round one. Ooh, Mox Diamond. Mox at home. Yeah, this is a good hand. We get turn 2 3-drop. This deck's got a lot of those. I'm going to lead with Waste anyway. I feel like it's fine. As you well know, I often like slow rolling Wasteland, but if I don't have a play till turn 2, I would much rather just Wasteland first. Maybe Mac is mana screwed or something. Oh, doesn't look like it. Wall of Omens. All right. Well, I drew an Oko too, which is nice. So let's go. Actually, Mountain, pitch Scrubland, and I think I'm just going to go Oko first. Well, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go Thief of Sanity first. I feel like that's the highest payoff of my many strong 3-drops. This kind of puts Mac to the question, do you have an answer to Thief? If you do, then fine. We traded 1 for 1. If you don't, then Thief of Sanity gets to hit you. That is big time. Part of it, too, is that Oko against a Wall of Omens, it's going to take a few turns to do anything. Spell Queller. Well, I just drew Brazen Borrower, so I'm going to do that. And get my Spell Queller spell back. All right, let's hit. Okay. Exile Skydiver. All right, well, I'll pass. So the Spell Queller is pretty annoying, actually, because I can't play a spell into it. The good thing is I guess I have Brazen Borrower, so I get to do that instead. Like I just pass. Oh, we're going Grim Monolith. Oh, can I draw a land? Land. Oh, we're pitching Spell Queller to Solitude. Okay, I really want to draw a land now. Land. Nice. Now I can go Skydiver. It is going to tap down the Grim, but I think that's okay. Oh, Stern Scolding? Are you kidding me? What a beating. Okay. Well, I've got some good ones to play, so let's hope I get a chance to play them. Stern Scolding plus Solitude was quite the turn. All right. Don't love it. So what do I do now? Oh, Unholy Heat. Well, we're not quite there yet, but I could have 1 card type. I can't get to 3 with... DAC discard doesn't quite get me to 4 card types. I can easily get up to 3. What else do I want to do? Oko doesn't do much. I mean, Chandra could be okay. Chandra also adds a lot of mana, so I think I'll lead with Chandra. If Mac has another... Oh, Force of Negation, pitching time. Yeah, if you got all the bases covered, you got all the bases covered. Bunch of pitch spells, a 1-mana counter into a Planeswalker. The part that really sucks is that Exiles, so I'm unable to DAC my way up to 4 types for Unholy Heat. And drawing a land isn't going to help. What I need to draw is Gitaxian Probe. Probe or Preordain are both very good in this spot. Okay. Yeah, we're getting really worked here by blue-white control. Now let's see if we can spike something. No. I actually think it's still going to be Dak Vaden. I mean, I have 2 pitch counters in my deck too, so hopefully I can draw them. Okay. Path and Island. Play Bloodstained Mire, pass the turn. Fact or fiction? All right, yeah, we're done. Well, that was brutal. Okay. All right. So just classic blue-white, huh? Okay. Mind Collapse can kill Teferi. It's kind of a costly way to do it, but it does kill Teferi, which is nice. Path to Exile doesn't look quite so appealing. There's also Ravages of War is not a crazy card to consider bringing in, though. I don't think I want to. Embereth Shieldbreaker. I just saw the one artifact. Well, plus Torrential Gearhulks, I guess. But Embereth Shieldbreaker and Torrential Gearhulk is not really the dream. All right, let's try this again. All right, I'm going to keep this. Could use a Mox Diamond. If I draw a Mox Diamond, I have turn 2 DAC, which is nice. I do have Subtlety, and I have Wasteland and Chariot. I don't know, this seems like a fine hand. Oh, Thief of Sanity is pretty nice too. Because now I can go Thief and then Subtlety, maybe Subtlety of Solitude or something. Yeah, Wall of Wounds is fine. And which land do I play? I think I play Island here. Thief of Sanity. And I'm not going to Subtlety of Solitude on end of turn. I will do it now, though. Urza Saga. Well, I will Wasteland that. That's fine. So here's the question. I think it's just free to play Wasteland first, because if I get Spell Quellered, I can hardcast Subtlety on it. Yeah, and I think that's fine to let Urza Saga survive for a turn, because this is a beating of a play here. You actually want to put it on the bottom, probably, because you don't want to let my Thief of Sanity hit it. Ooh, I like all these. Let's go Parallax Wave, actually. I think that's going to be great here. Because now the Saga's on 2. If you pass with Saga up, I can Parallax Wave it. Urza, huh? Sure. I'm going to allow that. Oops. I went right to my attack, but that's fine. None of those things are flyers. I mean, this game is basically over. Thief of Sanity backed by Force of Will and Subtlety is going to be more than enough. All right, Elspeth. Let's cast Parallax Wave. I'm going to Force of Negation that. So now the question is, do I want to force back? I think so. Because now I can Parallax Wave, kill the construct, play Raugrin Triome, and pass. Maybe on the draw, game 3, I'm just going to cut Robber of the Rich. Okay, game 3 here. Oh, I'll show, yeah, whatever. Yeah, Robber of the Rich on the draw looks a little worse. And I think I want Embereth Shieldbreaker now that I've seen Urza Saga and Urza. Still don't think I want Path that much. I like Elspeth Conquers Death, but it's just not that castable. Let's see, I could put another Plains in. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white sources. Maybe that is castable. How many red do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources. I could go Elspeth Conquers Death minus Mountain plus Plains. And I need to cut a card then if I do that. I like all my blue cards. I like Thief of Sanity. I like Asika's Chariot, I think. Maybe Chariot's a little worse given that I'm playing against Parallax Wave. All right. And I don't have anything that interacts too poorly against Wall of Omens, I don't think. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep this hand. It's got The Mox Diamond, which hopefully doesn't get Thieving Skydivered. Mox Diamond. Force of Negation, the Mox Diamond. You go. I think that's a terrible play, but, you know, you do you. Do I want to preordain this turn? I think actually what I'm going to do is Brazen Borrower that. The reason I'm doing that is I don't want a Teferi to hit the board or Urza, and next turn if the Grim gets played, I get to Prismari command it. Destroy target artifact. Target player creates a treasure token. And I don't want to do it upkeep because of Torrential Gearhulk. Okay, pass the turn. No reason to use the treasure to preordain. Also, I don't really want to draw 2, discard 2. There's Elspeth Conquers Death. All right, it's actually going to be good here. So, ooh, bottom. Let's go Bloodstained Mire because that's going to want to get a Triumph. Even though I did bottom 2 cards, and now I'm bringing them back. That's okay. All right. Well, let's Raugrin Triome or Ketria Triome or Rafine's Tower. Oh, I guess now I have black. I don't know. I guess I'll do Ketria Triome. One other red. Oh, Seed Shark's kind of nice. Let's pay the life. No reason to get mana leaked, I don't think. Play Seed Shark. Right, Stern Scolding. All right, pass the turn. I think I'm going to end of turn Brazen Borrower here, assuming nothing gets played. Urza, I'll still cast Brazen Borrower here. And then I'm going to Elspeth Conquers Death the Urza. Oh. No, I still want to Elspeth Conquers Death it. And I'm going to leave... I guess I'll leave Wasteland up because I can't cast Leyline Binding anyway. And then send with this. All right, I feel pretty good about the situation. Teferi Temporal Pilgrim, sure. And we're drawing a card? All right, I like that. I get hit for 1. Now Elspeth Conquers Death comes out, and then now I've got all sorts of things I can do here. I mean, I can just straight up kill the Teferi here with Restless Bivouac. I think that's probably better than doing anything else. Okay, attack Teferi, and I'm going to put the +1/+1 counter on the Brazen Borrower. I don't know, like I didn't cast a spell that turn, but I got to do everything for free. Now everything's more expensive this turn. Can't cast Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. I'm going to get to have a good turn with this Leyline Binding, I'm sure, at some point here. And I'm going to get the Chrome Host Seed Shark back this turn, which is amazing. What did we do? What just happened? Wait, what did we spend all the mana on? What is going on here? I'm like really confused. Nothing? We just tapped our mana and said go? I mean, I assume it was because the Elspeth Conquers Death tax was making things more complicated, but still. Okay. Play that. Add red. Play Oko. Yeah, we're going off pretty hard here. And then look at this. Oko, the Incubator, and now it's a 6/6. That's a combo. I mean, Parallax Wave could still be annoying here, but we have kind of an insurmountable force here. I mean, we'll see what's going on, but Treachery on the token. Okay. Oh, into Parallax Wave? Yeah, that's pretty strong. Still feel pretty good about this situation. Oh, into Winds of Abandon. Okay. Let's get another blue for sure. I think another red. I mean, that was a great turn, and I still think I'm winning by a fair margin. So, because now I'm gonna go. Oh, I have it all. Let's start. Let's see. I guess I can. Okay, scrubland. I don't need to do that. Leyline binding. Exile treachery. Oko. The incubator. Play true name nemesis. Choose you. Unfortunately, don't have enough white to activate the bivouac and attack, but I mean, treachery into Winds of Abandonment, and I'm still just like next turn winning by a ton. I was 1 point short of winning by activating this. I could have done that, I guess, instead of playing Leyline Binding, but either way, we got there. On to round 2. Alrighty, time for round 2, playing against Boros aggro. Yeah, I think a 2-drop plus a 3-drop against an opponent who's mulliganing. This is keepable. I even have 4 of my 5 colors plus Prismari Command to get the 5th, so all right. We're doing well this draft. Up 3-0 currently. Ooh, I don't mind seeing Beaumont Courier here because I have Prismari Command, which kills artifacts. Let's play Rafine's Tower. So now I have a guaranteed artifact target, and I doubt Xentos is going to be able to sacrifice this by the time I can Prismari Command. I mean, I guess it would draw 3, but unless you dump your whole hand here, it's going to be costly. Because I had the mountain, I played Rafine's Tower first. Figured I could play Robber turn 2, and then I wanted to have black in play in case I drew something like Snuff Out. Alright, I guess I don't mind Path. Let's go Robber of the Rich, go. Because I wouldn't be robbing anything, so let's just chill here. Hopefully no Burst Lightning, end of turn. That'd be a little annoying. Oh, there it is. Oh, Cycling Oliphant. Okay. So there's a creature in the graveyard. Hopefully... Ooh, Plateau. Good mana Boros. Ooh, that could be tough. Boros' weakness is generally the mana, so having good mana. Into Fable. Okay. Well... I'm going to have Prismari Command up. What do I do? I'm going to kill the Beaumont Courier. I'm just wondering where the 2 damage goes. Because if I kill... Oh, that actually kind of punishes me for playing the wrong Triumph. 2 cards in hand. Honestly, I think I just killed Dragon's Rage Channeler. Destroy target artifact. Deals 2 damage to any target. Destroy Nug, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Beaumont Courier. I think Dragon's Rage Channeler is going to be 3/3 pretty soon, and I'll just leave this back to block. I don't actually care too much if I don't get to block here, but I will block if given the opportunity, and then Vents or something else. That's totally fine. I just felt like Dragon's Rage Channeler was going to be a 3/3 flyer momentarily here. There's already 3 card types because I knew I was putting Artifact in the graveyard. Okay, block with Roberto here. And 3 cards in hand. You just got to loot Recruiter of the Guard. Okay. What are we getting? Mox Diamond would still be a good draw. Any red source would be a decent draw. Because next turn I kind of have to play Island to leave up Venser, which means I'm a few turns away from Chandra. But I don't hate the position I'm in here. Getting to, I don't know, I have 3 good action spells. I'm still at 18 life. Fable's a great card. You never feel that great when your opponent's got Fable going. And Xentos is about to have 3 cards in hand after Recruitering as well. And probably doesn't have a bunch of land in hand. Discarded a land and a spell. So presumably not. Monastery Mentor, okay. Oko, Thief of Crowns. What do I do here? Do I play the Venser? I guess so. I don't love it, but I think it's okay. Part of it is I really do want to block the Recruiter of the Guard, because Recruiter of the Guard plus Fable token is really strong. So by playing the land, passing, my plan is to go Venser the Recruiter, or Venser to block the Recruiter. If you play Mentor first, I probably just let it resolve. Burst Lightning is going to be bad for me here. But, you know, what can you do? I got to hope that that's not what's happening here. Bounce Monastery Mentor. Don't do it to me. No. Yeah, I mean a Braid too. All right, well, that makes things a little tougher here. True Name isn't bad. Let's go True Name. Choose you. Path the Reflection token. And then play Raugrin Triome. Okay, that was a good draw. Drawing True Name was great, because now I have a fantastic blocker. Next turn, we're going to see Mentor, but then I can maybe Chandra the Mentor. We'll see. Any green source gets me an Oko. Like, I feel pretty good about this. It's Mentor plus 2 cards. Hopefully at least one of them's a land. Palace Jailer. Wow, okay. That's an aggressive play against a True Name Nemesis. Let's see how this works out. I guess I wouldn't mind drawing some way to block. Tardy goes up to 4. Yeah, that's actually fine. So let's go attack with True Name. Get the Monarchy. And then I'm going to go Chandra plus play Duretti. And then I end up with 2 Planeswalkers, both of which are high enough loyalty that the current creatures in play can't kill them. And with 1 blocker, so now if you want to get the Monarch back, you've got to attack me, not kill any of my Planeswalkers. Scrubland was not a great draw. I don't want to draw lands unless they're green lands at this point. Do you have Burst Lightning? That'd be kind of weird to do it now. You would want to wait till you have Mentor in play. Burst Lightning will be a little annoying. Hopefully there's no hasters coming either. Burst Lightning means you can kill Chandra, but then if you kill Chandra, I still have the Monarch. And if I can ever untap with the Monarch, having True Name in play to kind of keep that, punish you really badly for attacking is pretty good. Yeah, it does look like one of the removal spells. Oh, Swords to Plowshares, sure. So you get another token. Okay. And then you can kill Duretti. No, you're just going to kill Chandra. You got to put everything. If you're going to attack Chandra with 1 creature, I think you attack with all of them. Yeah, this is the other option, is you kill Duretti and then hit me for 1. I don't think that's as good. You get the Monarch back, but I can always just take the Monarch back. Like, you do get to draw a card. All right, action, not land. Okay, Probe's interesting. Let's actually spend the mana. Okay, that actually works. So I know I get to play Oko. Hand is Scrapwork, Mutt, Grenzo Mountain. Okay. Currently the Mentor is not doing anything. I'm just deciding whether I need to Chandra -3 to kill the Mentor or not. There's a lot of creatures coming in next turn. I do want to get the Monarchy. My only problem is playing Oko here doesn't get me a blocker. This is actually kind of interesting. And then Grenzo hitting me, they get to play cards off the top of their deck, which I don't really like. Why is the pop-up happening in a different part of the screen? Very weird. Anyways, so I could minus kill the Mentor. This goes to 2. Oko, make a token, pass, and then you attack with these 3. I get to block and kill, and I get these 4. I get to block and kill Palace Jailer. You can kill Chandra and take the Monarch back. I don't really like that. I'm gonna go Mox, I think, discard Scrubland, and I kind of want to just plus Chandra, exile the top card. Okay, yeah, I'll just cast Subtlety. That's gonna be a lot better. And then put it on the stack, does nothing. And then I'm gonna attack with this and take the Monarch. All right. If I draw a removal spell, I guess I don't have any 1-mana removal spells. That would be sick. Okay, so we're going to start with Mutt. Discarding that mountain is my assumption. If you don't draw an action spell this turn, what do they get to do? They get to play Grenzo, but then you're tapped out and you can only play the cards till end of turn. This needs to, yeah, that's fine. All right, needs to not be a spell. Because now, if you want to, you could attack everything on Chandra and kill Chandra, but I keep the Monarch, and you lose Mentor, which is great. You can hit me with a bunch of stuff. Okay. You can do a mix where you get the Monarch, but you don't kill... Okay, Chandra, I guess what you're going to do here is attack with everything on me to take the Monarchy back. Okay. You could also goad, but all right, let's just not hit a cheap spell, please, because you can't play lands off it. You can only play spells. I don't have that many cheap spells. Are you considering goading the Subtlety? This is a good game. I like this game. This game has a lot of good creature combat. See, it's not all combo decks over here. Excuse the noise, the kids just got back, so let's just say we've unleashed the beasts upstairs. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. One of the grandparents, the abuelo, he got a toy that it's like a spinner, but it plays the Beverly Hills theme song. It's so weird. Which is, at least is a good theme song. All right, let's see what Grenzo's got. Swamp, miss. Unholy Heat. That's insane. You hit Unholy Heat. Okay. That can kill Chandra then. Well, we got ourselves a game. Wow, that was such a sick draw. You killed a 1-mana way to kill Chandra. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a lot harder to win. That, brutal. I was winning the game until that happened. Okay. I think if like those 3 were misses, I was pretty firmly ahead. Obviously, a lot of game left at that point. All right, can we hit some spells then? No. Let's hit with Subtlety to take back the Monarchy here. It's better just to leave back True Name rather than anything else. And then I'm going to play Oko 14. Really would like to draw an instant end of turn because I think here I have to elk the Grenzo. Otherwise, Grenzo just does way too much here. If I hit Unholy Heat instead of the opponent, then I would have won this game so easily. Also very close to having lethal myself. I guess I could have attacked with the True Name and then just taken the hit. That's 3, 7. I would lose to any spell. That seems rough. All right, let's see what happens here. Assuming Xantos also has bricked completely all 3 cards, which is not a great assumption, not one I want to make. Though I did. I drew land. What happens here? I block Mentor. I take 5, 9. You get the Monarchy back. Well, I guess you technically run the risk of me animating the Mox attacking for 9, but I don't know that you play around that or not. Could also attack Oko. Okay, those 2 at Oko, those 3 at Oko. Oh, you're attacking Oko with all of those? Okay, so I can't save Oko. Oh, that's not the best attack, I don't think, but all right, I'll take it. Because now I get to block the Mentor. I take 1 damage and then Oko dies. Okay, you get the Monarchy. That attack is a sign of weakness. It kind of makes me think Xantos doesn't have a great play here. We'll see if that's the truth or not. No, that's a pretty good one. Okay. All right, time for some action. Action, action, action. I don't know what I could draw that would be great. Asika's Chariot would be good. Well, Force of Will would have been great a few turns ago, maybe. I guess I never had the mana up for that. All right, well, let's play a land and pass. Draw. Oh, that's great. That actually might win me the game. Because I'm still at 13. My Planeswalkers have gained me a ton of life. Now, this plus this is lethal. Skull Clamp. No, I'm going to counter that. Skull Clamp's too much here. How much damage is this? If I block Grenzo, I take... Oh, well, Grenzo gets bounced too. Funny. I guess you leave Phoenix back. Okay, here I'm just going to block a Monk. And I take 2, 4, 6, 9, 10 damage. All right. I mean, I can't really beat much, so I'm not going to try. Like, I know Xantos has Burst Lightning in deck. But I also think if you had Burst Lightning, you'd attack with the Phoenix as well. And I think leaving up Brazen Borrower is going to be pretty good here. I guess I go Petty Theft. I think I'd rather Petty Theft than play the Brazen Borrower. Okay. Well, I have lethal now. Let's see if you have an answer. If not, what a wild game. What a wild game indeed. Whew, we got game 1. Oh, man. All right, that was sick. In this matchup, I feel like both unlucky and very lucky that game. That was a weird game. We were both on the cusp of winning for many turns. Well, Mind Collapse seems like it's a card I want in my deck, even though I don't love the idea of sacrificing a mountain. Robber of the Rich seems kind of medium, but it's at least something cheap. Embrace Shieldbreaker is also cheap and kills Beaumont Courier and Skull Clamp, so I guess I'd rather have that. Definitely want Force, Subtlety, all that stuff. Thief of Sanity versus Reprieve is probably the last thing I'm thinking of cutting. They're both just not the best against aggro decks. I guess I'll take out on the draw Thief. It just seems kind of bad. I don't have the black sources for Chupacabra. Sower, I don't like Sower against decks that can kill it so easily. All right. I think I like our setup. Also, just so you know, this might be a 2-round draft. We swept them 4-0 round 1, so if I win here, we've got a good shot. All right. I'm definitely going to keep this hand. I even have Preordain to help look for Mox Diamond or another early play, because I think the biggest weakness my deck has is a lack of... well, it's actually got like 3 different weaknesses. I'll expound. The first, it has no truly broken cards. The second, it has no real cohesive game plan besides good cards, vaguely assertive. And then the third is it actually could use some cheaper plays. It has some good things going for it. I actually think the mana's fine. I haven't run into an excess of mana problems. I've had a little, but I'm casting 5 colors worth of spells. It also has Force of Will and Subtlety. And then there's some matchups where just having those 2 cards in your deck are really good. This is actually not one of them. Like, these are fine here, but against like the big spell decks, it's really good. Oh, also True Name is a beast. All right, let's play Ketria Triumph, and then turn 2, Preordain plus Bivouac, turn 3 True Name. I would like to find Embereth Shieldbreaker. Oh man, especially since Scrapwork, Mutt, Skull Clamp. It's not as many cards as you might think. If you unearth Skull Clamp, Mutt and Skull Clamp it, you actually don't you don't get to draw because it doesn't die. I'm gonna bottom the island. Yeah, I guess I have to top the Chariot. Play Restless Bivouac, pass the turn. Look, you're gonna get to turn Scrapwork Mutt into a Divination. I can't really stop you. I'm not obviously gonna Mind Collapse here. I might have to go True Name plus Mind Collapse on Monastery Mentor if that's the play, but we'll see what the play is here. Yeah, unfortunately that. Well, I guess actually instead of Mind Collapse, or instead of True Name, I guess I can actually go Seed Shark. Though maybe, I actually should have played Bloodstained Mire and cracked it for Mountain. Though this I can still actually no, this is actually right, because I can crack this for Overgrown Tomb to unlock those two. Or a tap land. I guess I just have to wait on True Name. But I can play Duretti next turn, and that's fine. Getting a Shark token out of the deal was pretty good. The other thing I can do is I can use Duretti to sack this token if I want. Or I guess the token I get off Chrome Host to immediately kill something. All right. We've clamped the Mutt away. That's fine. And then Mortars the Shark. Okay, no 1-drop, please. That'd be really nice. Be really nice. All right. If I draw blue... Oh, Snuff Out is fantastic. All right, so let's go Duretti here. Overgrown Tomb. Play Duretti. And then +1 it, I think. Because I don't want to sack a 4/4 to kill the Skull Clamp if I don't need to. Plus, if Duretti goes down to 2 loyalty, then the unearthed Scrapwork Mutt can just go take it out. And I have Snuff Out, so if Xantos goes like play a thing, try to clamp it, I could snuff it out. Recruiter of the Guard would be pretty annoying here, and I would really like to draw an island. If I could find an island, I would be happy. Now I kind of wish I hadn't kept the Chariot. I guess having to cast Mind Collapse made that plan a little worse. Thalia? That's annoying because I can't snuff it out for free. Yeah, I guess you're just Skull Clamping it away, sure. Can't do anything about that. I'm killing the Skull Clamp next turn, though. Wow. The only creature that I can think of that you can clamp that I can't snuff out. That's funny. Is there anything else like that? I mean, I guess Recruiter of the Guard, I wouldn't be excited to Skull Clamp, so there's something. Look, at the end of the day, Xantos cast Divination. Literally spent 3 mana to draw 2 cards. That's not the end of the world for me. All right, Sacred Foundry tapped because you don't have a play. I love it. Ooh, that appears to be the case. All right, so let's draw Island. Island would be nice. You know what? I'll take Mountain because now I get to go Sika's Chariot. And I kind of feel like Xantos is trying to kill my Construct in response to Duretti, but that's okay. I'm still going to do this. Boom. Kill Skull Clamp. If you want, you can kill my Construct in response, and then I'll sack my Incubator token. I think that's acceptable. Yeah. All right. So what do I sack? Token or Chariot? Token or Chariot? I think I sack Token. I think the Chariot's going to be better because it's going to be able to copy a cat next turn most of the time. Like, even if Xantos kills one of the cat tokens, there's a pretty good chance if I draw an island, I can play True Name. If I draw a white source, I can animate Bivouac. I can also just use Duretti to kind of get up to 4 loyalty or 4 crew value. So I feel like the Asika's Chariot's going to work out. Okay. 4 cards in hand. I've got Snuff Out ready to go. And I have 2 really powerful double blue cards if I do draw an island. All right. What is this? Batterskull. I don't care about that at all. In fact, let's see what I draw, but all right. Island. Let's just do this. Let's just go Venser the Batterskull. Crew Chariot off those two. +1 Duretti. And Bash and copy a cat. A little copycat action. All right, that basically wins the game. Like, if your best play was Batterskull last turn, you can't even play it this turn because I can just Duretti it. I could have Duretti it by sacking Chariot, but I didn't need to. And I have Snuff Out and True Name. Glorybringer. Oh, wow, that would be really good if I didn't have Snuff Out and have all the bases covered at all times. Let's go +1. Let's Crew Chariot off of these three. And is this lethal? It's too short of lethal. All right, I guess we'll accept that. Because what we're going to do is hit you for 10. And then Chandra. And then +1 Chandra. And then not play whatever it is. All right, well, say you got your work cut out for you at this point. Planeswalkers and Chariot are getting incremental advantage every turn. Snuff Out blanking your 5-drop was just insane. Snuff Out's always so good. When Snuff Out's good, it is just like close to Power 9 level good. It's like a Force of Will that wasn't a 2-for-1. I mean, that's crazy how good that is. There's a reason I'm splashing for it and I take it really highly. So, all right, we're Bomac Couriering, discarding Mogda, Batterskull, Forkbolt, hoping our last card is a magic card that as of yet doesn't exist that can get you out of this situation. All right, 2-0, and I believe that's the draft. Let me check. All right, well, good news for you, and maybe bad news for my team. My other teammates lost this round, so we're up 5-2, which means I do need to play another round, which I'm happy to do. Oh, what has Folero got here? I don't know. Luris. I like a Luris deck. I also like this opening hand. This hand's fine. All right. Let's go Meyer Go. I don't think I need to spend the mana on Preordained turn 1, especially since Meyer's going to want to get a Tri-land almost every time in this deck. I don't have many duels. I guess I have one in my hand. Black Cleave Cliffs into Duress. All right, well, you can take Preordain, I guess. Or Reprieve, depending on what your setup is. Luris. All right, Luris deck could be okay. All right, let's crack this. I don't need white as much anymore, so that makes me want... Well, I have green, so I don't really need Ketria Triumph. I guess it's going to be Raugrin or Ketria Triumph because I want red and blue mana. I think I'd slightly rather have Raugrin Triome. I actually don't want to ice on upkeep because that can kill Luris, which I think is pretty good. Oh, I like both of those. So let's go top, and let's fire off Wasteland here since I got nothing better to do. Let's see what... Folero's got for me. A Creeping Tar Pit. I wish I had Wastelanded that. And let's play a tapped Overgrown Tomb. I really don't want to use Fire Ice here. Okay. And land. That I'm actually just going to discard to Dak Faden. And I actually have to play Mana Confluence in order to play Dak Faden, but that's okay. Take my 1. +1, discard Swamp and Mox. Yep. I was pretty much planning on doing that. Oh, that was a great draw, because now I can force pitching Venser, play Oko, and then I have such a cheap... that's fine. Look, forcing Expressive Iteration, it's like a 2-for-1 either way, but there's a couple things. A, Folero could miss off the iteration. Didn't, but it could. And then B, I'd rather force something that cost more mana. I kind of want to discard Snuff Out, and I think Scrubland, and then play Oko, and then plus Oko. I have 2 Planeswalkers in play, and they're firing off. I also have Dak Ultimate. I could fire two things and gain control of them. I mean, they have to be creatures, but that is how that works. All right. If this is animating Tar Pit, I'm feeling pretty good. Vampire Hex Mage? No, I don't want that. Force. I know that Lurrus can bring that back, but that kills one of my Planeswalkers. I'm not in for that. All right, let's +1 on me. 5 cards in hand. All right, let's discard Ketria, Triome, and Path. Play Roberto. Oko, the food token, and send for 5. Hit a land. Land doesn't do anything. Pass the turn. Falero didn't play a land last turn, so that's good for me, because putting Lurrus in your hand seems like it's crazy. Like, there's no way that's the right play for... Well, I'm not saying there's no way that's the right play for Falero, but it's a really weak play if that's the right play. Okay, land. Unfortunate for me. That's okay. 5 cards in hand. I still have a pretty robust squad in play. I wonder if I will ult Dak. It's probably unlikely, but could end up coming up, I suppose. K command, what are we doing? Getting back that, and I discard a card? I don't like that very much. I guess I'll discard Fire Ice. I think that's a little worse, and then that's going to kill my Oko. Okay. That's fine. I assume you kill Oko. Kind of hard to imagine killing Dak Faden. I guess you could technically wait to try to kill Robber or block Robber, but that seems unlikely. All right, let's just attack first since Robber's already on. Ooh, Dark Confidant. I like that. All right, let's plus on myself. Honestly, I'm just going to keep discarding lands and I'm going to play Dark Confidant. I'm at 16. Yeah, that seems fine. With Dak, I can just discard all the spells that cost more than 3 and all my lands. And I have Duretti at the Duretti. I mean, if Falero plays a huge creature, I can just Dak Faden ult and then steal it. Let's hope this isn't like a sweeper of some kind. That would be really annoying. Toxic Deluge? No, that is annoying. Okay. And then put Lurrus in hand. Yeah. All right. Subtlety. Okay. So now I kind of do want to land. So now I'm going to discard Duretti and I guess Seed Shark. Land go. I mean, I would imagine you play Lurrus. Maybe you don't because I'm playing suspiciously here, but I think that's fine. Because Lurrus play Hex Mage would be really bad for me. All right, please no counterspell. The good thing about Falero having a counterspell here is presumably would not be able to use Lurrus this turn if he spends mana on countering Subtlety. All right, Lurrus is going to go to the top, I'm sure. This is where not having a way to gain extra mana off, or extra, oh. If you can't kill Subtlety, you're dead here. Oh, nice. This game, Dak was actually really good. The not having a way to put extra cards in my hand obviously does kind of limit you. All right, let's do this. All right, and up a game here. Playing against a Lurrus, huh? So it's funny, Elspeth Conquers Death can only target Lurrus in the entire deck, but you know Lurrus is going to show up. That's funny. Definitely like Thief of Sanity. I guess maybe I should have just been maining the Mind Collapse. I kind of want to bring it in again. Don't think I want Shieldbreaker, Char. Wasteland's definitely good. Definitely like Force and Subtlety. Snuff Out could be bad. Yeah, I think Snuff Out is generally better than Mind Collapse, but against all black creatures, I think I gotta do. Okay, just teammates chatting about a play. Abbott? No. Honestly, Toxic Deluge not even that good against me, so now that I know about it especially, so most of the time I think I'll be fine there. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this hand's keepable on the draw. It's not amazing, but I could always preordain into Mox Diamond plus lands. Also, a single fetch or Triome mostly fixes me. Luckily, that wasn't a duress. Land preordain. I don't want island. I will keep scrubland. I've got the combo. Seed Shark, Leyline Binding. Unfortunately, Leyline Binding is still going to cost enough mana that I can't Leyline Binding the curtains. I'm just going to think a little bit, a tiny bit, so that maybe Full Arrow doesn't immediately flip the curtains and does something else. Or if Full Arrow doesn't have a third land and cast Expressive Iteration, oh baby, that would be great. No. Yeah, all right. I mean, that's generally going to be the right play when you have... It's fine. You can take Seed Shark or Leyline Binding is my assumption as to what's going to get taken. If you don't have an answer to Seed Shark, you take Seed Shark. If you do have an answer to Seed Shark, you probably take Leyline Binding. Nothing. Okay. That's interesting, I guess. Do I want to play the Seed Shark? I kind of feel like I don't. I think I'm just going to pass because I have Reprieve up and I can play Leyline Binding end of turn. I'm just going to take another 3 because if I can find the right sources, then I could stow away. That's a little annoying. I think I'm going to Reprieve that. I could maybe set up Shark plus Binding in the same turn. All right, I need to draw a red source. Red, please. Best I can do is a red land, I guess. I'm just going to cast the Binding now. I feel like if I play the Seed Shark, there's no way it doesn't just get killed. I'm going to lose this game because I just can't cast 6 of my spells. It's like I mulligan to 1. Look, I'm playing a 5-color deck. That does happen sometimes, but we are... we are 2-0 up a game, so I'm really not complaining. Okay, Luris in hand, sure. There's the mountain. That's a start. All right, let's go Seed Shark and pass. Or try to. I am going to Unholy Heat the Wolf. Even though I know... Oh, Remand. All right. I know that we're going to see Luris here this turn and replay the wolf. That's fine. It's basically like bouncing the werewolf more than anything else. Does Full Arrow have Daze? Daze would be pretty annoying. So now you can go Luris, replay Stowaway. At the very minimum, like we know that play's available. Then on my turn, if I draw a land... I can go Shark plus Fire the Luris, maybe. Oh, Tainted Pact. My opponent's always losing when they cast this, so I guess I'm happy. Well, they're not passing up a Soul Ring. Whoa, it's passing up Soul Ring. What? What are we looking for? We've hit Snow-Covered Swamp, Rain Maggot Mountain. Is there like an I win that I'm not aware of here? Croxa, Toxic Deluge. No, you don't want those. Kitesail Freebooter, okay. Don't really care about that one. That one seems so much worse than Soul Ring. Why is Soul Ring not good enough again? What is going on that... I mean, Full Arrow's good at Magic and has drafted a good deck. Maybe has some kind of plan. All right. Dothy Voidwalker? Sure. No land still, huh? Well, I don't have any exiled cards currently, but obviously the Voidwalker is going to be a huge problem. Honestly, this is so weak, but I'm just going to play Dak. Oh, I'm getting Spell Pierced. Whew. Sure. That's not good. I was already losing this game before Spell Pierce. Now I'm really losing this game. All right. I'm Spell Pierced, I guess. And pass. I could Mind Collapse the Dothy Voidwalker, but that seems pretty bad. I guess I'm just pretty dead here. You're going to Voidwalker, play Dak, play Lurrus, play Voidwalker. And then what? Then what do I do? I don't know. Continue to not be able to cast spells, I guess. Force of Will for Lurrus would have been pretty sick. Collective Brutality. Can take Mind Collapse or Fire Ice, I guess. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I'm still going to lose this game, but like, I've been missing land drops. I've just been behind the whole game. Filero's already put Lurrus into hand, and every turn, casting Lurrus would be really hard for me to beat. And Filero's done other stuff instead, which means that like that Lurrus is always the option as well. Yeah, you know what? I've had enough of this game. I just don't think I'm doing anything. Yeah, that was not going to help. All right, well, still don't want Snuff Out. It kills Suspicious Stowaway. But that's the only card I've seen so far. Though, funnily enough, that game I did draw Mind Collapse, and Snuff Out would have been good. All right, yeah. There is some merit to considering Sensei's Divining Top against a bunch of hand disruption. Nah, I think I'm just good to go. All right. Just, turn 2 Oko with Force of Will back up. That's all I ask. Okay. Fuller still has the Lurrus Companion. How lucky. Okay. Let's see if we can get a good opener here. Yeah, this one's fine. It's not great, but I have double Triomes. So I have all the colors but green now, and I have Leyline Binding and a Preordained Defined Action. So leading on double Triome in my deck is pretty good. Like, it is unfortunate I drew the Swamp, and like none of these 3 basics were a mountain, because then I would be pretty set. Like, let's just trade Island for Mountain, Swamp for Overgrown Tomb. Then we have double red, double blue, all 5 colors. But we can't, of course, be too greedy here. Is Falero going to mulligan? Wouldn't mind that. That would help my cause. I'm going to lead on Raugrin Triumph because I have many more red spells. Falero did, in fact, mulligan. Raugrin Triome. No. Okay. Can't dress the top of my deck. I'm just gonna do some good top decking here. That's my plan. I actually think that's a pretty decent top deck. I still think it's worth playing the Triome here. Yeah, that's fine. You have to take Leyline Binding. There's no other choice. Not land. Really just need to draw not lands here. Okay, I'm going to take 1 because if I Brazen Borrow it, that, and then Leyline Binding something else, that'll work out pretty nicely. Because then I won't have any cards to discard off of the freebooter. Okay, Petty Theft on Kite Sail freebooter. Draw. Oh, man. Oh, brutal. Oh, that's so brutal. I'm so close to... I'm going to take a turn off here. I think this is a good play. Because, look, if Falero spends the next turn casting Kite Sail Freebooter, I'll just cast Leyline Binding on the Evolved Sleeper. Falero might think I'm just baiting because I don't have anything else to play, and then not play the Freebooter, in which case I go end of turn Brazen Borrower, and then I go Seed Shark plus Binding immediately, making a 6/6. So I think this is good. And this is gonna... Can't draw cards yet. You can pay 2 to make it a 3/3, and then you can pay 3 to start drawing cards after that. We'll see. He had the Freebooter, and now I'm kind of priced into doing this. Okay, that's fine. I'll just wait on the shark for a little bit. One thing that's nice about this situation, the one where, I don't have any spells in hand, is there's not much in the way of discard. That makes sense why you do it that way. Oh, there's my green source if I care. I don't really want to play the shark. I think I'm going to cycle this now. Land into land, huh? Land into land into land. I've drawn 3 lands and 1 spell, so no, I've drawn 2 spells and 3 lands so far. Not a great ratio. Certainly not after keeping a land heavy opener. Imperial Seal. I don't like that. And then put Luris in hand. All right. Part of the reason I cycled those, I really want to find a removal spell to play alongside Seed Shark here. That is that. All right. Let's play Seed Shark. And I can still pay for Path, and all I have exiled is a Ketria Triome, so I think I'll pass. Vampire Hexmage? Okay. Into Dark Depths. That is going to change my play significantly. All right, I go to 12. End of turn, I will cast Brazy Bee. And then draw. If I draw action this turn, I think I could be winning this game. That's fine. Action. Okay, that is action. Let's go Path on Merit Lodge. Make a Seed Shark. Go get your whatever land you want. Ascend. Oh, I double clicked. My mouse. I'm just going to lose matches to this, I can tell. I'm going to wait on the Prismari command because I'm probably going to want to kill, sure, Voidwalker. It'll depend. If Falero plays, I'm going to take 3. And if Falero plays Luris this turn, then I can kill the Luris. Oh, Brain Maggot? Interesting. Well, I'm definitely going to deal 2. I'm still just going to draw 2, discard 2, I think. I don't... No, actually, let's just make... Deal 2 and make a treasure. Let's kill that and then make a treasure. If I draw 2, discard 2, I'm just hoping to draw an instant, and I think that's worse than just getting a treasure, because I don't have green, so yeah, you can Brain Maggot nothing. You have Luris in 1 card. This is actually a really close game. All right, let's wake up an Incubator. Like, if I hit a big spell this turn, yeah, all right. I'm doing it this way because if Freebooter wants to eat my 1/1 token, yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. All right. Man, a spell that turn would have locked it up. Okay, here comes Luris. Yeah. What do you play, though? I guess... I'm not even sure. Hexmage? Oh, I guess that kills my 3/3. Sure. All right. I still think a spell here could be really good. What a frustrating... All right. I'll attack for 3. It's just going to die to the Hexmage, but I might as well force such a thing. I have Dak in my deck, so I'm going to wait. I guess I should have drawn 2, discard 2. Might have won the game. I don't think it was the right play, though. Because now Falero can play Dothy Voidwalker, which doesn't really... has a Path and Prismari command to go get, and has a Creeping Tar Pit there. Yeah, but with Seed Shark in play, any spell would have been massive. And obviously if Falero has drawn something, then I'll lose. Okay, he did take the kind of safe route, but that also could indicate that he's got another good spell to play. Or just animate Tar Pit. All right, this game's still winnable. Like if I draw like Chandra or something here, Oko, Dak, Probe, I'm going to pay the life, not pay the life, I don't think. All right, I get a 1/1. You going to Spell Pierce me? K command. All right, well, I guess Chariot was... It's kind of good that I kept the treasure for that. Okay, let's hit with the shark, I guess. Oh, no, I needed to not hit with the shark. That actually kills me, doesn't it? I mean, I don't think I was beating K command anyway, but now I get attacked for 4 plus the K command. And so I just put myself dead for no reason. Though, Luris recycling Dothy Voidwalkers was still probably going to kill me. All right, well, this was a beating. I mean, these were good games. Obviously, every time you're just like, well, you know, I had a couple chances in a row to win the game, and then I didn't. That's always kind of annoying, but yeah. I'm curious if, yeah. So if I didn't attack with the shark, you play the Voidwalker and pass, and then you can K command killing the chariot. Chumping, yeah, I was still going to lose this game, but obviously I would have gotten another draw step. Yep. All right. Well, 2-1. Roberto would not have done much. No. All right. I was still going to lose that. All right. Well, we finished 2-1, and it looks like my teammates are going to take it home. I like this deck. What is going on? I don't want to watch this game of whatever they're playing. This deck... Going 2-1, I think, is slightly above average for this deck because, I had Force and Subtlety. I had a lot of cheap interaction. The Leyland Binding was really good, and my mana worked out. So this is a cool deck. I like how it worked out. Thanks for watching me draft 5-color mid-range, I guess. And I'll be back tomorrow with another draft, so make sure to see you then. More Vintage Cube drafts are on the horizon. Thanks for watching.